November 2022. That's when I started my self-improvement journey. That's when I realized that I needed to improve myself beyond what regular people are talking about. So it's a little bit over a year, but I still really wanted to make this a short, concise video with the most important things that I've learned, so you perhaps can learn something too. And if you haven't come that far yet, realize just how much you can learn in just a little bit over a year. If you want me to dig deeper into any of these topics, then let me know in the comments. I'm just gonna go over them quickly. To start it off, sleep and exercise are the fundamentals of your life. Exercise is gonna increase your confidence, you're gonna feel just a lot better in your body, and your health is gonna improve a ton. Without sleep, you won't get far at all. However, to the next point, always complete your habits, no matter if you have to sacrifice a few hours of your sleep. Trust me, you're gonna have many nights when you're gonna have phenomenal sleep, but if you haven't done your habits, it's still gonna feel bad inside of you, and you won't have progressed yourself as much as you could have. So always complete your habits, even if it means that you have to sit up, stay awake a few hours longer, and especially so if you have some kind of content creation or business going on. Always finish your business work or always upload your video regardless of how late it becomes. That leads me on to the next point. Consistency is a must. It doesn't matter if you don't feel for it or haven't gotten any sleep, you need to still be able to consistently produce results. So for me on YouTube, I always have to stick to my schedule. Doesn't matter if I have had the worst day possible or 0 hours of sleep before, I still need to push out a bit of content when I'm supposed to. Coffee can be great, but it's better to be without it. Because you drink coffee, your energy levels increase, but then they decrease a lot. That's when you get this crash. It's better to keep this even level throughout the day rather than having these ups and downs. Social life. You need to have a social life, but not any social life. If you have bad friends and just toxic people around you, it's better to be alone. But you need to integrate social life as early as you can into your life, into your journey. That leads me to another thing. You need to have something outside of self-improvement. You cannot only read books, watch videos, talk to people about this. You need to have something that puts your mind into a different state so that you forget about the journey, just for a short bit of time. Purpose. Finding your true purpose in life can be really hard, and we may not have found it until in many, many years. However, one of the central things about purpose early on, especially if you are young, is to find your way to make money in a purposeful way. That doesn't mean you should always do things that you just feel for doing, but rather to find something that you enjoy and can easily put out hours and hours of work each day without crashing, without hitting the wall. And what you will find is that once you find this thing to work towards, that you bet on is going to make you your money, solve your financial problems, a lot of the stress that you have in your life will go away. Because I used to be so stressed out about that. Hey, I don't know what to do really. I want to have something, some kind of business that can help me make money, but I don't know what. So you jump between business models, you look at different things you can do. It just stresses you out. So once you've found your thing, stick to it. Consistency, remember? Next, your diet is not good. I thought my diet was at a pretty good place. Everything I ate, I made myself. But still, diet goes a lot deeper than that. I was, for example, eating pasta and too much potatoes and carbs in general. That is just not good. Reduce your carbs, that's an important one. The next one now is super important. Don't expect other people to understand you. Don't think that they will be able to see all your new ways, all the stuff you do each day, and for them to just make sense out of it. They won't. And in fact, it's a good sign that they see that you're doing all these things and wonder like, what is going on? because it shows that you're doing something, you're getting somewhere. You're not just sticking around in your old self, your undesirable self. People won't understand, and that's okay, because it's your life. Okay, this one is huge, something I found out, got a hard hit on once I realized this. Don't overestimate where you are at. Likewise, don't underestimate how far you can go. So I thought I'd come so far, that hey, I've done so many good things, I'm simply so much better than everybody else. That wasn't the case. In fact, it's gonna take years to get to a position where you truly are head and shoulders above the rest. But that doesn't mean that you can get into a super great position in life. So always be cautious and look at you critically. Have you really become so good that you say you are? But at the same time, you will be able to become so good, have such a great life later on in life. Don't underestimate that. You need to have contact with other people on self-improvement. It can be very hard to just live your life and try to improve when everybody around you is just, they neglect you on what you're doing. They call you stupid, they call you weird. They say that, oh, this is never gonna work. You need to have some people in your life who understand you, who are on the same path as you. And in real life, this is going to be very hard to find these kind of people. So you need to start looking online. Where can I find people who are similar minded to me? And then spend time with them, hop on calls with them, chat with them. Because this is going to reaffirm your beliefs. And when you reaffirm your beliefs, you're going to be able to make more progress. Next, you don't have to take the conventional path, but other people will make it seem as it is the only path. You know, this whole thing of school, college, university, work, get a mortgage, finance your car. This is the conventional path. And it's kind of like the only path we know once we start to get around adult age. Once you turn 18 and upwards, you're gonna start thinking, this is the only viable path for me. And the rich guys, they were just super lucky. And everybody around you, they're of course gonna tell you, okay, just take the safe path, just stay here, you can have a good life. Sure, you're not gonna be rich, but who really cares? Money is not gonna make you happy. That leads me on to the next one. Money's not gonna make you happy, but it's gonna solve a ton of issues for you. Because for me, even right now, money is the biggest constraint. Just think about how much we could do to our health, to our fitness journey, to our diet, if we just had the money. Money is the biggest constraint. Don't neglect that area. You need to start looking at, and not just looking, but acting, starting a business, creating something that can earn you money. Quit music and video games. It's gonna set you free. It's gonna make you appreciate the small things in life. You're gonna be able to take up a flower in your hand and appreciate the creation of nature. Likewise, you're gonna be able to just walk, feel the ground underneath you, feel the sun coming towards you, the wind. You look up and the sky is blue, the trees are green, and you're gonna love it. Natural all the way. That goes for pretty much everything. Never take steroids. Try to avoid medicine. Instead, opt for diet, for good food. If you have acne, don't go to the doctor and ask for something. Try and solve it with diet. That's why I improved my acne. It's not gone still, right? But it's improved a lot simply by changing my diet, drinking more water. You have to take full responsibility and accountability over your life. So everything that happens to you, it's your fault. You could have done better if it's something bad. If it's something good, that's you. You fully deserve that. Don't ever think that anyone can come and save you, because that's simply not the case. And if you've suffered for a long period of time, you may think that, I've suffered for so long. Soon I'm gonna get my reward. Soon life will get better. No, it's not gonna get better unless you make it better. Books and podcasts are the keys to knowledge. Don't listen to this advice that says that, don't overload your brain with information. The more you can learn, the more you can listen to and read, the better. So learn, listen and read every single day. As you go on, you will start to see glimpses of the life that you want. It's gonna shine through in this dark world that you live in. You're gonna realize that, hey, this life that I'm envisioning for myself, it actually is possible. I can make it. But what goes hand in hand with that is that never ever get comfortable. Never feel as though you have enough. You always must strive for more. You always must be in an uncomfortable situation, because that's where the majority of the growth can be found. And at last, enjoy the journey. If you don't, you're not gonna stick around for very long. You're gonna go back to your old ways. And that's the least that you want. So try to enjoy it. If it isn't really enjoyable, okay, change on things. Make it enjoyable. And that's often a resistance that you need to break through. That it's not very fun right now. But once you push through that resistance, it becomes your new lifestyle. I'm sure I've forgotten something. There's some amazing piece of advice I could give you, but this is just the top of my head. The most important lessons I've learned from 1 year of being on self-improvement. I hope you found this interesting, that your interest got piqued for something here on this list. And with that being said, to the future, to another great year of self-improvement. And with that, I'm leaving you.